because he ain't have no problem. We've been watching him suck Drake for 2 years straight now. But when Saucy Santana offered to drop off some in his drawers, it was a problem when he did it. Start crying and every goddamn.
I would never like it.
Struggle strain. Drake. And OVO stands for 20 minutes straight. I'm pretty sure if y'all watching this shit, y'all already subscribed over in that bitch. If you ain't, make sure you go subscribe, send some love, hit that like over there and shit. And let's check that out. And also, I want to give a shout out to everybody who react to, who actually sit and really like listen to Akademiks long enough to find footage like this and shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all done see me go through the shit. Y'all be seeing my facial expressions. I be getting sick. I'ma make it through this and shit through the strength of y'all. Y'all give me the strength. But by myself, I can't. Or it's my ADHD. One of the two. But shout out to everybody we get to react to that B done already reacted to it, so we can know it's worth reacting to. Let's go.
Sales doesn't mean quality. The majority of stands for Drake, they're not even hip hop. I'm telling you, they're not hip hop. They're just like, their genre of music is Drake. Sales doesn't mean quality. So all you stands, you know what happens? What comes out of you standing and all you'll do, I'll take a bullet for Drake. I'll run up on somebody for Drake. I'll do anything for Drake. Yeah, but if you ran up on Drake, trying to give him a hug, his security gonna elbow you, tackle you, tase you. Sales doesn't mean quality. OVO sound, listen, I believe at 30, Jay already had a Rockefeller popping.
Okay, but how old is Jay?
Is OVO sound popping?
All right, look.
No, is OVO sound popping?
But listen.
Sales doesn't mean quality.
He owns his own
He absolutely does not. Birdman's still doing the hand rub every time.
He do own the.
Said Drake don't own ish.
Sales doesn't mean quality. For 2012 to 2016, it will be written in the history books that one of the major issues that are affecting hip-hop culture is police brutality. Drake is like a pussy when it comes to that. He ain't gonna. Sales doesn't mean quality. Someone was born right now, 25 years from now. They will know who Pac is. We're not sure if they'll know who Drake is.
He cooking on!
Talking about sizzling.
Sales doesn't mean quality.
We found the footage! I'm digging through the crates and I found the footage! Get your popcorn, sit back and relax. This gonna be about 20 minutes worth of DJ Akademiks destroying Drake. Let's get it, y'all.
Now, with that being said, I forgot to play the noise for you guys.
Warning.
What Big Kish forgot to tell y'all is also gonna be 20 minutes of a stench that may be coming from your phone and or television or tablet, what you are watching. It is DJ Akademiks' breath. Okay, so don't beat your child or think you pass gas or your upper lip stank or nothing. I just want to put a warning that the smell that you are about to smell is just ass breath from DJ Akademiks. All right, I just want to put that out there. All right, let's get into it.
These little clowns, because Drake is their savior, they're going in for Drake. Drake lives in a mansion. You'll never get invited to Drake's mansion. Drake don't even want you around. All you males that stand Drake, Drake don't want you around. He just wants y'all defending him on Twitter or Instagram. He don't want y'all around. He don't even acknowledge y'all. He follows y'all just to kind of get a joke. He don't give two f***s about y'all. Probably followed you and turned the notifications off or put your profile on mute. But these are the who are constantly riding for this dude.
OVO
all the way.
You stands gotta stop it. OVO ain't a cult. They ain't claiming members. Y'all can't get a free t-shirt. Y'all can't get a free concert ticket. Y'all can't get a free nothing. Talking about you, OVO, that's what I be telling when people be like, yo, why you defending Meek? Why you defending Drake? Why you defend? I'm like, first of all, I know nobody's sides. I don't take sides like that. These don't give a about you. Even the ghostwriter, they don't give a You think they care about you?
What ghostwriter is he talking about? I thought Drake ain't have no ghostwriters.
The ghostwriter got punched in his eye. Drake told him, yo, be safe. You gotta be safe, bro. What? What do you think he gonna tell y'all? Meek should
What was that? Was that reality?
What? That can't be a
What do you
real
think he gonna
picture,
tell
nigga.
y'all?
I knew it, y'all. I knew my whole shit, my Baca shit. Now I got something to take to court. When they finally send their goddamn paperwork, I'm like, Exhibit A. The judge go throw up. Turn it off. You free to go, sir. No, not you, Drake. Put on them goddamn, and make sure you put some handcuffs on his ankles and his damn hands. You know he like to take pictures of him jacking off and shit and sending it to his young fans, right? Yeah, make sure all of that shit got handcuffs on it. This shit crazy. But accurate. I bet you this is gonna be the CD cover for Iceman and shit. Cause he gonna show how his Bussy recovery chamber ices the Baca entry point. I bet you. But let's continue. I'm sorry, guys.
Meek should have went to Joe Budden. Those bars are flames. Yo, he exposed Drake, and like some people didn't appreciate my title, but again, even though throughout the video I said that Drake did not need to respond. The first one that he did at Drake was fire. This is also fire. He's spitting a lot of facts. You know what I mean? Like I think people with common sense realize that The Weeknd kind of drifted apart, or possibly didn't sign to OVO. Not for no business shit, because he ain't want his shit all be going to Drake.
Oh! Is that confirmation? The Weeknd didn't want to go to Drake because he knew he would have had to give everything to Drake. So is Akademiks insinuating that all these artists that's under Drake is writing for Drake? You're proving that Drake has ghostwriters.
You know?
And not to cut it off, but speaking of Weeknd, remember in the battle he said on the song he had with Future and Metro Boomin, he said, "Thank God I ain't signed my life away," because now he just sold his music catalog for one billy. Yeah, that's right. And if you remember, y'all saw how we did the deep dive on these big ass hedge funds and shit, paying these crazy numbers for their record. And just imagine if he was signed to OVO, the dick sucking label, he'd be just like Party Next Door, getting damn albums put out to test the waters to see if people go laugh if they see EHO and things of that nature. Okay, just want to put that out there. You made the right move, Weeknd. All right, but let's continue.
He will not be able to feel his face for at least 37 days.
I'm talking about that nigga is probably Bobby Brown is on his line right now. Like literally, like, look, dog, hey, come on now. I know you can afford, for us to have a ski snow. I it up. Anyway, let's continue.
You know what I mean? He's like, Party Next Door, giving you all this shit. He's talking about P3. P3 probably was, on if you're reading this is too late and views. Like as I'm saying, it's a good diss. You see, I like bars. I like clever bars.
What? You mean bars like for you to get your dictionary? You mean like the bars that Kendrick be rapping and all that? Oh, he like bar. What?
That shows.
Oh no, he likes the bars. Cause I think in his household that is another term for what's the word? He likes bars in his asshole. Is the bars he's speaking of? Cause it definitely ain't lyrics. I know that's not what he was referencing. Let us continue.
You're thinking just beyond a deeper level than fuck you.
Intellectual?
Drake could win this beef by not win this beef because it's not a beef. But he could win in the situation by not responding. If he responds, that's when he loses. If he responds, that's when he loses.
If Drake responds, he loses. He's letting you know that Drake ain't got what it takes to rap with nobody. That's what he's saying.
Butler's gonna give you a bunch of bars. I like bars. If you're a real fan of hip hop, you should like bars. I don't say real fan. If you're a fan of like traditional like beef when it comes to MCs.
Shout out to the kids having the faces that my brain is thinking of making immediately when you hear this shit. Cause the shit is crazy that this shit is from 2014, 15, 16 and shit. And everything he is saying is the complete opposite of what the he be representing now.
Well, to me, it feel like Act Wisdom is on Benjamin Button. Like the older he get, the dumber he get with this bullshit. And back in the day, that nigga was like, this nigga was a genius when he was born. Then
I told
just
you it sound like his daddy loved his mom and got her pregnant on purpose in this shit right here, nigga. Let's continue.
flabbergasted.
Look, this shit for real. That face right there is what I think all of our brains are collectively making right there.
Appreciate bars.
Oh, what happened to this guy? This might have been before the Hennessy. This might have been before them people came in and said, look, we gonna give you some bread. This was the athletic act. This was the push-ups act. This was the one with the way he ain't had no belly, none of that. You know what I'm saying? So some Drake stan came in and said, look, Pac ain't got nothing on Drake. Akademiks said, look, he wasn't going for that.
So you wouldn't put Biggie or Pac? Like, if we're talking about overall rap artists,
Reason I'm
yo,
not
Pac
putting
has had
Biggie
an
and Pac
impact.
It's because these niggas was hitting a peak when I was born. I don't know who the these niggas are. I don't listen to these
All right,
niggas.
but hold
I don't
on.
know who they are.
Just the fact
Is that 21 Savage called? Because I recall 21 Savage saying something similar about Biggie or somebody like that not too long.
I don't think that was him on the call. I ain't heard he said some shit like that.
He said some crazy shit about not knowing some old rapper. Let me see. 21 Savage did not know Biggie or something like that. It was something he didn't know. I forgot what he said. It was something crazy. I might have been wrong. It might not be 21 Savage.
From London and shit, ain't he? Oh, okay. Maybe you know that nigga in London.
Yeah. I think he was what you call a born again immigrant or something when you born here or whatever. What's the state of it? It might not have been 21. I might have got it wrong. Anyway, let's continue. It was one of these young rappers though said they didn't know somebody or some shit, or they weren't born when that was born and shit. If I got it wrong, my apologies. Let's continue.
just the fact that Pac's name lives on and everybody you love idolizes.
I'm not
Pac.
debating, but Pac was the first of his kind. Drake is just like Pac.
Whoa!
Be honest, he hosting the ESPYs. He was on Degrassi. He's the number one rapper right now. Arguably the number one singer right now.
Wait, I'm gonna be honest right now. I'm about to throw up. I'm making the same faces at the same time as DJ Akademiks and shit by hearing somebody say that some crazy shit. I might have to have a piece of party myself in this. That shit.
You know what this feel like?
What?
You remember that Jerry Seinfeld episode when George Costanza was the opposite day?
This is opposite day right here. This shit is crazy. Talking about Drake hosted the ESPYs just like Tupac. The are you talking about? That got the Degrassi. What the are you talking about? Dumbass kids. That's a goddamn Digimon kid right there talking. I ain't bet you money on that shit.
Drake is just like Pac. Let's be honest.
No. I gotta check you on this. Okay, you gotta phrase that right. When you say like Pac is a lot of things. What you might want to say, and I'll agree with you with this. Drake is the first person kind of like Pac in the sense of Tupac being so much bigger than rap, where
Drake is way bigger than rap right now. Drake is hip hop. He is rap. He is R&B. He is pop right now. Drake is 4 different categories right now.
I mean, I could make an argument that Tupac was actually a leader. I don't think Drake leaned nothing but Simps.
What?
What?
Am I getting applause for some shit DJ Akademiks is saying?
Wow. What happened to Act? Damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. What happened to you? The happened to Act?
Hey, I think, Big Kish, I think it ain't been Henny that he been doing. He been doing what the Hole in the Wall clubs have been doing for decades. Henny bottle, ENJ is actually not BSOP neither. That's just regular ENJ that he done poured in there, and it's done The only reason I'm not real gone, because at least I put the extra $1.50 on there to get the VSOP. He just been drinking raw ass C&J and shit. Or maybe alcohol that got brown food coloring in it and shit. Before we move on, we got a super chat out in this bitch. I hope I ain't missed somebody else super chat, but this is one I seen right now. Omar P in the house. Appreciate you for that super chat. I'm gonna go back catch the rest of them before it's over. Omar P said, that's crazy. What's crazy is I honestly never knew Ack was that thin. That Drake cum must have so many calories in it. God damn. Talk about a protein shake for your ass. We haven't talked about Jerry in a minute, Super. That is true, but we not gonna talk. The Jerry we talking about right now is Jerry from Tom and Jerry. And it's crazy how this the thin Act, but he still got a fat ass face. How you got a round ass rotund face and shit, but the rest of your body is skinny and shit. This has a goddamn I can't think of shit right now. I think it's just cause the shit Act saying I'm agreeing with. Yeah.
And do the Omar Pena last chat, and then do the when the plethora of other people. We need a button that says chat said that shit.
We do.
Gmail.com.
Because that was high key right there, Omar Pena. The only thing we gotta, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that's last level right there, Omar Pena. That might be the chat. You and Lady Lex is up there with most outlandish chats of the year and shit. We need to start keeping track of this, Briss, because, goddamn, man, you drunk a lot of Drake cum according to this chat, DJ Akademiks. Like, you got fat off of just a nigga's nut. And it sounds believable. Let's continue, you guys.
Think Drake lean nothing but simps.
Oh! Yo! Drake ain't leading nothing but who? What'd he say?
Drake lean nothing but simps.
Yeah! Drake ain't leading nothing but simps. Y'all heard it? This was before he got compromised.
I gotta be honest with you.
That's a different era though, where the music is not as it is right now. It's not as accessible as it is right now. Music is here for probably a good 48 to 72 hours right now. The music back then is being syndicated on the radio, where all you can listen to is the radio, and you don't got no other avenue for music other than a boombox and like a party or something.
I still gotta check you on this Drake point and Drake and Pac point. Let's not forget that.
So to that dumbass's point, the reason the music from back then resonated is because for it, even if with payola, your shit still had to be dope and shit. That's why we still rapping. That's why y'all sampling our shit now and shit, because the shit still had to be dope. Now, y'all the reason, you Digimon kids is the reason we got 72-hour music cycles and shit, which is very true. It's very true. But that's because y'all got mental issues and shit from being pre-cum children. Because usually that dude, he talking to a pre-cum I think old buddy he talking to, the Akademiks talking to, he ended up that nigga, and he let they pre-cum DNA merge together and shit, and it didn't manifest until later on and shit. Because that sound like Akademiks. What if Akademiks took old buddy's soul and shit or some shit? Because that sound like or what if Akademiks actually got a time machine and is talking to himself from the future? Because it sound like he's talking to himself.
Definitely do, dog.
Because, you seen that movie Jumpers? About the people that got when you have a genetic deformity such as being born from pre-cum, sometimes it give you mutant powers like Nightcrawler and shit like that. So maybe he talking to himself from the future. I don't know. I'm sorry, this sounds stupid, y'all. I'm just trying to make sense of what's going on here, because this don't seem like reality. My reality has been shattered, Briss. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go to sleep well tonight, nigga, without taking some Z-Quil or some shit. Let's continue.
It's very unbelievable, nigga, but this is wow.
I'm shaking to my core. Let us continue, guys.
Tupac was literally an author. Tupac was an actor. Like Tupac was really out here. Like Drake is still just a. I mean, he was on Degrassi, but yo, I've never watched Degrassi. Like Degrassi was probably a flop of a show. Actually, might have been popping. I never watched that bullshit.
This is the sober act. Do y'all see what alcohol do to the mind now? Do you see what's going on?
Drake ain't no actor like that. People.
I ain't go front. If I seen some shit like this when I was 14, I would have never drunk that St. Ides, nigga. Never would I drink. I would have said, Ice Cube, you, Wu-Tang Clan, y'all. Do y'all hear this? What he turned into the future? I'm not drinking alcohol. Cause I gotta be honest. Alcohol is the reason I got all them chlamydia stories and shit. If we want to be honest with you, so it is a horrible substance. I gotta be honest. Let's continue.
My sister told me about Degrassi. I watched that shit. I was in that every Thursday morning, night when that shit came on. Drake, I knew Drake years before he started rapping. Years. I mean, I've been knew about Drake. I knew Drake when he was a young boy.
I ain't gonna lie, yo.
Ack went backwards in life, for real. The more bread he got, he started to go backwards. So now, back then, he like in a lot of our position now. He trying to check people like, oh, Drake ain't, what are you talking about? I think this would be for the Henny. He probably was taking little cups of, little sips of Henny. I don't know who introduced him to that shit, but you better pour it out, boy.
You sound like
shout out to Omar Pena. No mean to correct you, big Kish, because I'm your theory is correct, but we also cannot throw Omar Pena's theory that it's been cups of cum that he's been drinking. Oh, it might have been his own cum. Might have been that dude he was talking to on the phone, but cum was, I do believe it's been cum in the cup as well as alcohol. We not just go put it on that Henny and shit. We not go disrespect the Henny like that.
Not Act saying he don't need no protein shake. He just want a protein Drake and shit.
One of the protein a nigga is some crazy shit, Brisk. Only Act could do some shit like that. Or Drake. Because Drake is probably milking the protein from Baca as we speak. Let's continue.
Drake stand, bro.
I ain't debating you on that.
All right, you own it up to it. All right. Yo, Pac had such a profound impact on hip hop and just how.
Oh, we let that caller off the hook too fast though. That motherfucker, I've been knowing about Drake since the grad. Nigga, what? I can see. That's like when I be telling people, yeah, I've been listening to 666 since damn 93, 94 and shit before to the club up and shit. You say some shit like that. Not no, yeah, I've been watching the whole ass nigga got shot in the back on the show and cried about it to the writers and shit who rode around in a wheelchair and then started stealing other people's raps and accents and shit before y'all knew about that whole ass bitch ass nigga. Why the f are you excited about telling people you been knew about Drake when he was on TV being rich? The f out of here, man. And Drake and Akademiks sitting there on the phone talking to this for hours on end and shit. No wonder you brain rotted and shit.
Drake stand.
This is what happens when you ingest too much Drake without women being around. That's the only reason I think people like you, Brisk, Goods, and y'all was at least around women in the club and shit. I don't think y'all was in the shower with y'all goddamn JBL Bluetooth speaker bumping that shit continuously or nothing like that. I think y'all was out and about living life. DJs was out not giving a f about people's selves playing Drake out loud, and y'all was just victims. Let's continue, man.
Like how though? Like in
Drake bought us the Migos.
Oh, stop.
Brisk, that's always been one of my biggest pet peeves about believing that punk ass Drake introduced the world to the Migos when young rich niggas was already popping all down, at least down south for sure, all online and shit. That shit was at the top of mixtapes, datpiff.com and all sorts of shit. Drake didn't do shit but introduced that to a couple of white folks that live in Nebraska and shit. Migos was gonna pop regardless and shit. Even with punk ass Offset saying, "Oh, well the checks changed when Drake jumped on the Migos." Hey, that's why your wife got pregnant while y'all was still married. Right after you had a 1-year-old. You saying dumbass shit like that, nigga. That's why you deserve what you got. Go be sucking Drake's and shit. You know what? I ain't got no problems with what I said. It's going too far and shit. But still, though. Let's get back to the that is DJ Akademiks sounding like his throat is actually clear of another man's children.
Stop it, bruh.
He bought us the Migos.
That's a collab. And you're talking.
But listen,
talking about culture.
Did he not bring us the Migos?
Atlanta would know they've been with the Migos before Drake hopped on the song. Maybe the rest of the United States wasn't with it, but the Migos had like 6, 7 hit songs. If you even hear Drake or the Migos tell the story of how Drake got on the track, basically what happened with Drake is that Drake liked the Migos, and the Migos told him like, yo, hop on the track.
All the fairy tales is put to rest. Drake ain't put the Migos on.
Drake brought the Migos into being like a hot thing, and then that was like his own little phase.
But the Drake didn't bring the Migos, my nigga. Like,
no, look, listen. Just like how Wayne didn't really like bring out. I mean, he did bring out Drake, but Drake was gonna happen regardless.
So is the Migos. Yeah.
Drake was not gonna happen regardless without that damn Wayne cosign. Cause Drake, you Drake sucker fan, whoever the you are, Drake was originally introduced to us through Trey Songz, who tried to get Drake on a few times. But hey, the only thing Drake was able to climb up on top of correctly was not the charts, probably Trey Songz's penis.
Yeah.
With that being said, I'm gonna be honest, y'all. We're gonna take a small break. I always thought DJ Akademiks was stupid. Okay, I remember he was on hip hop forums and shit. The Kali or So and allhiphop.com and shit like that. I never follow his threads and shit because I didn't know what he looked like or nothing. He was just a title, and people would shout out they was proud of him when he started making it on the Chirac shit. And then when I saw he was doing Chirac shit, I was like, oh, he's a bitch ass nigga. But I didn't know that he knew the truth about all of this shit, and now chooses to push this lies and shit. He's Candace Owens. He is a Officer Tatum. He knows the facts and truth about the shit, but chooses money, chooses clout, chooses to be able to tell people, hey, Drake had liked one of my comments one time. No, he didn't answer back on nothing, but he looked at it though. It said seen. Well, we call it, he left you on red? No, he seen it. He just didn't get back to me yet. So you got left on red is what you say. He went from actually knowing shit to being a spouter of lies and fallacies, which now we know for a fact he don't even believe that shit. No wonder Kendrick and Not Like Us was in his top Spotify shit. He know the facts and factuals and shit. He chooses to suck, to not even get the second acknowledgement from the person who's he has in this. And that's got to be a crazy thing, Briss, to have somebody dick in your mouth, but they don't even answer your goddamn phone calls or come on your TV show and shit. But you got balls to chin, but no recognition. But he knew.
Wow.
He knew, Briss.
This probably why Drake don't fuck with him. He probably seen this video before. It's somebody in the chat named Trey Working said Drake was everything in New Orleans during undergrad. I was a fan in all caps until last year. It's people finding out, man. People finding out.
Kendrick. You know what? You want to know something, man? I'm glad you see how I had to take that break, Briss, because you know how I feel about brand new Drake haters, especially if you was a Drake fan. To me, it's no different than the MAGA motherfuckers who can't afford they heart medication now, and now they want to be like, you know what, I made the wrong choice. You can't come back over here, buddy. But you know what? For y'all new Drake hating fans and shit, I don't know. Maybe you was on ecstasy. Maybe somebody spiked one of your drinks and shit. Who knows why you thought that what you was listening to was appropriate for a human brain. That is not.
He was in college. He was in college. It was ladies in college. He was kicking it.
You right. You right. No, he put capital FAN. You said he put that mean that example of putting a Bluetooth speaker in the shower. I don't think no ladies was in there when he was jamming to that. But what I'm trying to say is welcome. I want to welcome you over. This had been a couple of months ago. I think I would have told Omar Pena or somebody to escort you out immediately and shit. But you made the right choice, and I need to start giving people certain kind of grace. Now you pro MAGA, y'all stay over there, but you people that woke up to the psych ops that was Drake, I think I'm growing a heart for you guys. So welcome, sir.
He
Welcome to the show.
responded to you too. He said, "Come on, man. Cash Money was literally bankrolling the local rap stations, man." And he
That
played
is true.
perfect combo with
That is true. Okay, I give you that. I ain't even think about that. I'm gonna give you that and shit. And people can change. Y'all see me. I feel like the Grinch. My heart has grown 3 sizes. Cause like I said, if this had been good, I don't know how many hours was a week ago, but Bobby Schmurder time. Let's go and get back to this. This a for real though, nigga. Like it really is a mindfuck.
about this shit.
Wow. Let's continue.
The Migos was gonna happen regardless, but they don't get that instantaneous
And
thing.
hold on, we can't compare Drake and Wayne to Drake and the Migos.
I'm just talking about co-signing right now. Just co-signing.
No, he didn't co-sign. He just did a song with them. He didn't even show up to a video.
You right.
And actually, you could tell the Migos are salty over that shit.
Most people wouldn't really know about the Migos if it wasn't for that Versace song. If Drake never hopped on it, it probably don't get as big as it does. Then we probably never get the Hannah Montana. We probably never get the rest of their shit. Like,
nigga.
This stupid.
Just say if he ain't hop on it, it wouldn't have got as big as it was. That's the
Wow. Wow, that was crazy. And we talking about Drake though, so that's how it works. You know what I'm saying? He gotta hop on something. He gotta spin around on something, Briss. This dude named Hannah Montana, Chinatown, all sorts of shit, which was already popping, you bitch ass. And what's really crazy is this is why juxtaposition is crazy. Like this is why it's somebody that sounds like today act. So it's somebody that's dumber than what he's saying, which makes me hate the talking on the phone more than equal to current act. Like I really was thinking I was gonna watch this shit and just be shitting on act the whole goddamn time. No, this who he talking to is literally pissing me off because he sounds like the average. That's what this is when they be talking about the reading scores of America is down. It's like this. But then DJ Act puts these people on pedestals by telling them the shit that they want to hear. And he is contributing to the dumbness of America. Let's continue, man. This shit is crazy, though.
We probably don't ever get to that point where they like the hottest.
Hell, you talking about Drake? Yo, my guy.
Just to clarify, do you understand that you're comparing, right? Like you're comparing Drake to Tupac because Drake hopped on a song with the Migos.
No, what I'm saying is that Drake's influence is comparable to Tupac's influence in the realm of music and in pop culture, period. Drake is his own mood. Drake is like his own little thing right now. That's what I'm saying is that Drake is comparable in just straight influence. If we're talking influence, Drake is comparable. And there's very few people
comparable to Tupac? Like compare to Tupac in one segment, not overall. Tupac is like a fucking goat.
Drake's run is going on a decade now.
It don't even matter. Yo, Tupac run's still going on. Tupac is
But I'm talking about
no matter when you're born, if
cultural impact. Even though Tupac
right now,
he had
if
huge
someone was
cultural
born
impact.
right now, 25 years from now, they will know who Pac is. We're not sure if they'll know who Drake is.
What?
Hey, Coconut! Ain't nobody gonna know who the hell no Drake is. They gonna know who Pac is though.
What do you mean what?
25 years from now?
25 years from now, they
not gonna
will know who
Drake
Pac
is?
is. I'm not sure if they'll know Drake.
25 years.
Yo, it's the same. Yo, I'm not trying to say Drake is just Nelly 2.0.
Drake
but
been number one for 6-7 years straight.
that don't matter though. Like, I mean, it's still about
So
impact.
so you saying a
Yo,
rapper can
Biggie
go,
wasn't
a
at the
rapper
top.
can
Yo,
be
Biggie
number
was
one in
never
the game
at the
for a
top for that
decade
long.
and won't be remembered?
Yeah, because if somebody grew up in a different time, they might not. Yo, some people don't know Nelly. Some people don't know Ja Rule. Ja Rule had a whole run. Drake
Fact.
is having his whole run, and yes, it's longer than Nelly. It's longer than Ja Rule. It's longer than 50.
Now we getting the old academics talking about who's longer or not. So the old him, the him in there is still there. I just want to point that out and shit.
This nigga talking about the Nelly 2.0. I don't approve of that shit at all.
Speaking of that, I meant to put that in bullshittery news. Metro Boomin is originally from St. Louis, and him and Nelly done plugged up and shit together for the St. Lunatics to come back. Yes, we'll talk about that after this shit. This is so crazy listening to that dumbass dude talk, and then DJ Akademiks, who we know is dumb, saying dumb shit, and it's just really mind blown. Let's continue, man. God damn.
50 Cent.
Pac different. Pac got that impact.
Oh, but I also want to say this. Thanks to Kendrick, Drake will never be forgotten about. Because nobody's ever going to forget about the worst ass whooping in hip hop history ever. And I don't believe anybody's ass can get whooped that bad ever again. Nobody ever is go moonwalk on the goddamn, do a front facing moonwalk on the Super Bowl, calling another a pedophile and shit on a goddamn diss song ever, and then win 5 Grammys. That's never happening again. Like this, we are never forgetting.
That nigga said that nigga name and on the Super Bowl, and immediately following, I heard you like I'm young,
Bro.
With people, everybody singing A minor, bro.
With people singing A minor, that's never gonna happen. So yes, Drake will never be forgotten about. That's the only thing that comes drunk on the phone. Got right about this shit. Let's continue.
Pac spoke up for the people.
Drake is peaking at his 6th, 7th year in his career. He's peaking.
Peaking how?
He got the most successful album he's ever had.
Yeah, well, numbers wise.
Act is going against the number. Oh, you talk about numbers, man. Get your little ass out of here, man. This was the real act. Yo, they did something to the real act. Yo, don't you know how they say like they did something to Gucci and all that? They did something to the real act.
We talking critically acclaimed albums that personally I don't think nothing compared to Thank Me Later. That's just me. But if we talking sales, nothing compares to views.
Sales doesn't mean quality. Sales really means
but if we're talking about
demand.
Commercial success, how popular is Drake right now? He's as popular as he's ever been.
Well, hold on. Put it like this.
Yo, they who cloned Tyrone Akademiks, y'all.
Drake will never do Pac numbers. Pac has had success before and after that Drake will never touch. So if we're just talking about success that, Drake will never touch Drake.
Was that post-mortem though? Was those sales that went up because he died, or was those sales that was like that all the time? And plus, this is a different age, driving on the van.
To your first point, I guess we'll never know. Pac influenced not
Bitch, when All Eyes on Me came out, it was the equivalent to when the In the Club came out by 50 Cent. It was nobody that wasn't bumping All Eyes on Me when he came out. Not one person was not bumping that album. Everybody was bumping that entire album except for What's Your Phone Number, because that song was stupid. Let's continue.
Super dub.
He influenced what hip hop is, which hip hop is more than music. It's a whole culture.
He's actually having a back and forth, and it's not about numbers, y'all.
Drake did too, though. You got it. Drake did.
For 2012 to 2016, it will be written in the history books that one of the major issues that are affecting hip hop culture is police brutality. Drake is like a pussy when it comes to that. He ain't gonna.
Yo, they did something to Act. They did something to him. This guy that we getting in 2025 with the little dirty drop, ashy braids, that's not him. That's not him.
He ain't gonna.
This is what happened when This is what happened when a gentleman like him get Eiffel Towered, bro. When the Eiffel Tower, well, you know, Baca probably was in the front, and then Drake be in the back, and then they put their hands together like this, and then spin Baca around in the middle. That's the Alpha Tower, and I think that it may have done a number on them, bro. It may have done a number on them. But you want to know something? He chose that. He wanted to do it, so I can't blame Drake and Baca for wanting to invite someone into their bedroom and it being a fat face like this. Let's continue.
What I'm saying is that Pac was more than just a musician.
So what Drake say? He put out a get crucified statement if you don't speak on it, because it's like as much as you want him,
which basically was saying, listen, it's fucked up, but I ain't gonna touch it.
It's like this. Even if he do touch it, what's gonna happen? He gonna stop racism? Come on now, like it's like he can speak on it, but what's gonna really happen about it? It's like do we hold Pac in a different light because he spoke on something, a social issue?
Yes. Yes, we do.
This is some stupid shit. Fuck.
Like, I mean, at the end of the day, it's still occurring.
Listen,
to
I'm
this
not even
day.
only talking.
You become relatable with the people more, and it resonates more through your music if you're speaking on their behalf, which is something that Drake doesn't do.
He's definitely not had any impact on the culture remotely close to Pac. To keep it real, he's still chasing Jay, and Jay ain't doing like Pac. Let's be honest. Jay has changed. I think a lot of business stuff Jay has had an impact on rap with, right?
But Drake's still in his 20s though.
No, he's not. He's 29. He's about to turn 30.
He's still a young boy. Drake ain't even nearing Jay-Z age, and like he said, he turned into Jay. Drake is comparable to Jay at this point.
Comparable like how?
It's just straight boss up moves that he's doing.
Okay, name these.
Only thing he comparable on with Jay-Z is he mastered Jay-Z's knack for riding waves at their peak. He mastered the art of jumping on a track when it's super hot. High by Juvenile, Pump It Up by Joe Budden, and then making it, well, he couldn't do that shit to Juvenile, but he took Pump It Up and shit to where people didn't even give a about the, whatchamacallit, taking Young Chris style and shit. I don't give a what the Young Chris said on that goddamn boat. He took your style, nigga. That's the only thing that Drake and Jay-Z got in common. Other than that, Jay-Z actually can rap though and shit. He can take some shit and he take a hot line and make it a hot song. He could do it. You don't do that, Drake. You use your magical sucking skills to make record label executives be like, you know what? You know, he licked my asshole too. Yeah, let's get him in rotation in all the stations. That's right. Let's continue.
Boss up moves.
P&D.
Signing a rapper is not a boss up move, my dude. Like
Apple Music.
That's not. Listen, you know what a boss up move is?
Owning his royalties. He own his own. He
He
royalties.
absolutely does not. Birdman's still doing the hand rub every time.
What he do own the?
Hey,
I never thought I would see this side of Act, nigga. I didn't even know this side of Act exists.
maybe this is why the hatred for Act I have is so visceral, because I guess subconsciously it's like maybe I knew the truth and shit, and is being a Candace Owens to music and shit. Who knows? But this is shocking. This is really shocking. This is shocking to hear somebody that we gonna play some footage of DJ Akademiks, but to hear somebody that cried when somebody said they was gonna fuck them in the ass after an ass beating.
Bitch, and after I beat you, I'ma fuck you on your ass, cause you a bitch ass nigga.
I would never like it.
Actually say shit that makes sense. Cause I don't know anybody that's got threatened with getting a dick in the ass after they get their ass beat ever. And that's what I think you gonna be remembered for forever, DJ Akademiks. Like, they go put that on your tombstone. Cried when threatened with Sweet Love being made after ass whooping by someone named Saucy Santana. Because Saucy Santana, that's a name need to be on somebody's gravestone. It's going to be on yours, DJ Akademiks. Let's continue.
Said Drake don't own ish. Birdman doing a hand rub every time Drake say a word.
What? He do own
What does he own?
the rights to his music.
No, he doesn't. That's if he owned his rights to his music, he wouldn't be on Cash Money.
That's his distribution.
No, his distribution, if it's through Republic. Cash Money Young Money is distributed through Republic
And
Records.
that gotta be a record deal then. That's like
yeah,
that.
which means the fact that he's in a record deal means that he doesn't own his masters. He doesn't own the rights to all his music.
Bruh, I remember going to the children's
Jay-Z
library
owns
and reading a book on Drake that said that he owned his own. He was in the Guinness book.
This gentleman, first of all, you didn't read a goddamn thing. Ain't nobody wrote a book with Drake name in the shit. The only thing that Drake names comes up in is lawsuits against entire genres of music, first off. Second of all, the way you talking, you ain't never read shit. Dr. Seuss, Goodnight Moon, The Monsters in the Attic, none of that shit. Arthur, you ain't read none of that shit. You was watching Digimon. That's what the you was doing. Line talking about I read a goddamn book about Drake record deal. Bitch, what book would have Drake record deal in it? Maybe it might have been a magazine. You was a liar. And this is what the you done turned into, Akademiks. Let's continue. Lying ass bitch.
He said Drake was in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Oh yeah, for the most amount of dicks in mouth until I believe DJ Akademiks broke it recently. I believe that's what it was about. I might be wrong though. Y'all fact check me and shit, but that's the only thing I could think of. Or I think having the building the first Bussy recovery center. I think he may have been in there for that, for using most amounts of ice in a 24-hour period. Cause you remember what she was talking about, the global warming shit in Antarctica and shit. Come to find out, it really wasn't global warming. Drake been shipping all the ice to the Bussy recovery room, and that's really what's happening and shit, man. It's crazy. That's some conspiracy shit. We'll talk about that later, y'all. But that's where all the polar ice caps ain't melting. They getting put up Drake's asshole. Let's continue, you guys.
For world records for that. That's what he was in there for.
What's he talking about?
He does not own his own masters.
I mean, well, look.
No, wait.
Look.
Let me ask you the question first. His top
Drake.
3 albums, is it better currently than the top 3 albums from Jay-Z?
But look.
No.
his
You gotta
albums-
answer yes or no.
But listen. His albums are half R.
He's in a battle right now. But how did he change from this to being on the same side as who the person that he's speaking to? They got him.
Second dick. That's the answer to your question, sir. Let's continue.
R&B. I'm gonna preface it with that.
Okay.
Most of his albums are half R&B, half rap. So I'm gonna just preface it with that. But no, they do not. They are not rap wise. They are not better than Jay's album. But they are putting him in a position to be bigger than Jay, even though musically
How
they
so?
might not be as. Because right now Drake is the most popular figure in hip hop. Period. Right.
Yeah, and there was a point where 50 Cent was the most popular guy in hip-hop also.
But this is different though. Obviously, this is different. And you saw where 50 Cent took it, with the vitamin water and all that. The Apple Music is just a start to.
Yeah,
to
no.
what
Hold
Drake
on.
is doing.
But yeah, that's an endorsement deal. I mean, again, we're talking endorsement deal, and Jay-Z owns title.
He the ambassador for the Raptors.
Yeah. Again.
In the future, he gonna
Boss
own the
moves.
Raptors.
You know what boss
for real,
moves are?
bro.
Boss
I
moves
might
is
have
buying
these around
title.
70.
Boss moves is buying title. Boss moves is buying into a company, not signing an endorsement deal.
But
Boss
you just
moves-
said that he was trying to sell. He was trying to sell title back to Apple. And Drake on Apple.
Yeah, but Drake doesn't own Apple.
You right.
So what I'm saying is that we're comparing somebody who's a complete boss to somebody who the only thing he's a boss of is
But how
OVO
old is
Sound.
Jay-Z, though?
And hold on, OVO Sound. Listen, I believe at 30, Jay already had a Rockefeller pop.
Okay, but how old is Jay-Z?
Is
though?
OVO Sound popping?
All right, look.
No, is OVO Sound popping?
But listen.
OVO is OVO sound popping? Is OVO sound popping? Is it popping?
The OVO, I think OVO sound is a little bit different than what Jay had go, because
Right, it's not popping like what Jay had, Nick. That's what's wrong. That's the difference, Nick.
the writers that Drake has are very relevant. They're very relevant in today's
The writers that Drake had.
in rap. They're relevant. Period.
Okay, name 3 that are.
Party Next Door, Drake, Quentin Miller.
Has Party Next Door put out an album yet? And how long have we known about him?
I knew about Party Next Door for probably like a couple of years now.
Okay, so really, nobody has really put out. There's no successful albums that's came out.
They're building
on
their
OVO.
legacy right now.
The most successful artist Drake has ran into is a guy called Abel Tesfaye or whatever, or The Weeknd.
My dad,
he ain't signed with
I
OVO.
get arrested by.
Somebody said this is the curse of hip hop going mainstream. It is, because a lot of times you just don't know who you're arguing with. Like when you're arguing online with a nigga who says Drake is the best since, no, Drake is better than like Biggie and Tupac. You don't know who you talking about. Then you see an incident like this, or you see a video like this, it's like, oh, makes sense. Makes sense.
He talking from a standpoint like we are today. I'm telling you, they did something with that boy, man. It's either that or he done dry rotted his damn brain with that Hennessy.
It was nut. He dry rotted it with nut. Let's continue.
I shouldn't even waste my breath. You can't convince them niggas. You can't. They gonna tell you some shit that, like, you're like, what? Be like, what? Like, what do you mean Drake ain't better than Tupac and Biggie? I mean, wait. Like, first of all, Drake flew out somebody's ex to an island. Like, what are you talking about? You're like,
ah! These are the arguments that they be having, bro. Why is he calling this out like 10 years ago? That's crazy. And then turned around and jump in the same seat as those people.
Drake flew out somebody's ex to an island. Like, what are you talking about? You're like, what does that got to do with nothing? They'd be like, what? Like, did Pac ever do that? They'd be on some weird shit. Like, huh? Like Drake actually was on Nickelodeon. Like, they'd be on some shit like, you're like, huh? They ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about. They bringing some on top of shit. But, they're even bringing some disrespect. But, think about it. Drake alive and Pac dead. Think about it. They be like, what? What are you talking about? We talking about, like, they don't even talk about skills, bruh. It's ridiculous, man. They're ridiculous with it, man. To keep it real, y'all stands is just disgusting, man. I want y'all to cut it out, because the majority of stands for Drake, they're not even hip-hop. I'm telling you, they're not hip-hop. They're just like, their genre of music is Drake. That's their reference point.
Yo! That's the same shit we discussing this today.
So all you stands, you know what happens? What comes out of you standing and you'll do, I'll take a bullet for Drake. I'll run up on somebody for Drake. I'll do anything for Drake. Yeah, but if you ran up on Drake, trying to give him a hug, his security gonna elbow you, tackle you, tase you, put you in a crippler's cross face. You know what I mean? An ankle lock, or smoke you. Just relax. I need y'all stands to relax, man. Y'all gotta relax. I'm sorry. Y'all gotta relax, because Drake will probably put your ass in jail for him. Hey, well,
Drake will call the laws on you for with him, which we seen him tie up. This is why they want to get rid of the immigrants, Drake, because you tying up our judicial system with falsified records and shit, causing us taxpayers money. This the shit they really be talking about, the crimes and shit of illegals and shit, is you, Drake. Not these fine people out here that have roses on the side of the road or oranges at the drop of a dime, giving real life services out here. Yo bitch ass out here up the green card status of a lot of people and shit, and putting people's lives in danger and shit. Ice, when y'all go do y'all real job and get the real criminal out this bitch? You can't miss him. He got his ass is big and red like a baboon from Baka, knocking that box in every night. You can see him from a mile away. You don't even need the heat vision glasses and shit.
Man,
listen, why do people get
I
thrown
now
off?
understand how Ak is all fact. All this cooking he doing right here. I never thought I would ever say Ak was cooking. Ever.
It's sickening to me that I've agreed with the majority of the shit 98% of the shit he has said. I was like, the 90% of the shit he has said is shit I have said my damn self.
Right.
It make me want to not be alive no more. Let's continue.
And are we sure this is not AI though, for real though?
That's a good question, Briss. That's a good question. That's a good question, bro. Cause I mean, we talking about DJ's Akademiks here, Briss. We talking about. That's a good question. We might have to do some research on this and look further, because can't nobody be. You can't do a 180 like this and shit. The only people do 180s like this is people like Drake, who go from riding Baca cowboy style back to facing Baca the front way when he riding and shit. Them the only people that can do 180s like that. It's a little bit more. Let's continue.
Off by the word feminist. I would believe a feminist doesn't necessarily mean a female. A feminist means someone who wants and would cape or advocate for women having the same rights as men. I want that. Yes.
He actually knew the actual definition of what a feminist is. And here he is saying how he wants women to have rights. That we go point out how he turned that around as well. Let's continue.
What? The act that we got today in 2025, that's somebody else.
There's areas where women have little to no rights in, where men clearly have an advantage. We got to even that shit up. But then there's certain double standards that women do benefit from. Not a lot. Nothing like life changing. Nothing in terms of like one of the big things is like making money, right? Men have an advantage over women. Nothing like that. But like even in other sense, like how we treat certain things. If a woman did it or a man did it, I want those to be treated the same. I just want it to be even. So I'm a feminist.
Wow.
And this was crazy to me. Have you ever seen a feminist do some shit like this, Briss? You see what listening to Drake done did to your dumb ass nigga? It turns you from loving women to shoving women. What? How about this right here, Briss? This is the DJ Akademiks we got today.
You deemed that nigga for tickets to a concert. He 21 Savage had to get you them. Act this shit like that.
He didn't see it. He didn't see it.
Now Act, he see everything else you send him. Now all of a sudden he didn't see it. Act, he's treating you like how when a thoughts in a DM.
Stop.
Oh, I ain't trying to link her tonight. Keeping the
That the same nigga?
Don't make him a
That's the same nigga. You can.
I'm talking about. Is that the same nigga that was on the phone?
Oh hell no. That is lost. Like if he was thinking like that by then, he probably somebody took him out. Like somebody heard him talking and just put him out his misery. I'm pretty sure nobody let that continue to walk. Or he on OVO right now. One of the goddamn two. And that he talking to is making sense. Now he couldn't be the same nigga as this nigga right here. Oops.
You deemed that nigga for tickets to a concert. He 21 Savage had to get you them. Act this shit like that.
He didn't see it.
He didn't see it. Now Act, he see everything else you send him. Now all of a sudden he didn't see it. Act, he's treating you like how when a thoughts in a DM.
Stop.
Oh, I ain't trying to link her tonight. Keeping the book.
That don't make him a nigga, bro. Like that.
Act that does though. Act that does, because when he needs you, he'll send you DMs, he'll play old buddy with you, but he really don't fuck with you. That's why niggas are treating Drake like this, because he's a fuck nigga. How you showing him mad love, he don't show you no love? You think Drake shows you love?
Drake showed me a lot of love.
How? What's he do to show you love?
I got exclusive info.
Act, that's not love.
I'm on the end
You're
of push-ups.
what do you do?
We gonna do some juxtaposition real quick, you guys, because it's crazy the difference that Tom made, because he just got through talking about
somebody who's a complete boss to stock. You don't know who you talking about. Then he's X to an island. Like, what are you loading? Like, that comes out of you standing and, I'll take a bullet for Drake. I'll run up on somebody for Drake. I'll do anything for Drake. Yeah, but if you ran up on Drake, trying to give him a hug, his security gonna elbow you, tackle you, tase you, put you in a...
He went from that. He really went from that to oh shit, this feature don't work the way I thought it was go work and shit. Hold on. I thought she was able to see both. From net to this.
Exclusive info. You say it to the world. You gas it up 10 times more. He's using you as a free a billboard, free promo. Showing you love is yo act. I'm in the city. Here's 10 tickets to my show. Backstage, pull up. Yo act. Pull up to the. I got the OV. He sent Ice Spice a jet before he sent you one. Act, you're the biggest media platform, Act.
What that got to do with Drake? He's the biggest rapper.
So Act, you're promoting him. You're making Act. That nigga be dropping ass music, but you won't say that because you're a number one fan, my nigga. So you be like, yo, even if this shit ass, you might get offline, might tell niggas you know, yo, that shit was ass. But nigga, you get online, nigga, you jump into it, doing backflips, nigga, all type of shit. That nigga can't give you no tickets to his show.
Bro.
Act, the first nigga he should be hitting up when he tap in the city is you. Yo, I'm in New York. Yo, Act, I got how many tickets you need for my show tonight?
No.
Hey, I don't know who.
Hey man, something might have really happened to old buddy dog. Something he went from that to now he pushing women and shit, and then shit like this was happening to him, which is crazy.
Outside. I don't want to pull up to no headquarters, bitch. Corporate ass nigga. I don't want to pull up to no headquarters. I want to meet you in the club. I want to meet you in the field. I want to meet you in the streets. I want to see you outside. In the streets, in the field, in the streets, in the club. Yeah, somewhere let's get it on. Bitch, that's what the we want to do. Bitch, and after I beat you, I'm going to you on your ass because you a bitch ass nigga.
If this had a play, if Saucy Santana had said this shit back when DJ Akademiks only had a fat face, I'd be like, hold on, Santana, you need to pump brakes and shit, man. This brother don't deserve no shit like that. But look at this shit, and as you see, it didn't say, I ain't even do this. Look at the freeze frame. He already in dick sucking position, bro. And where we at the end of the video. That means soon as that camera turned off, he was like, you know what? I think I want Drake's dick in my mouth. I think that's going to be my new goal. And then after that, he went from talking righteous shit like that, my nigga, to his friends telling them Drake's treating him like a bitch, to doing shit like this.
My nigga's so angry right now, he would have cried. That's the type of anger you got right now.
I'm not trying to get canceled to up what we got going on.
He was talking about sucking Drake's is what he was talking about, what they got going on.
I'm never trying to get canceled, say the wrong thing. I know what we got going on. I love it.
He loves sucking Drake's. He said it himself.
I'm trying not to get canceled, but this shit does bother me.
This nigga dead ass too, like yo. Oh man.
Yeah, I tried to lighten
put
it
it
up.
like yo, chat. Just put it like this, bro. With everything we've talked about, bro, I've never cared about. I don't care what rapper got at me, bro, ever. But like, really, there's certain shit I really don't fuck with in my life, and I would never do. But like, I gotta sit here and act like I know I'm in America. I gotta sit here and just act like I don't fuck with certain shit. I would never like it.
And what's crazy, Brisk, man, just the descent that we watched this cause now. And we can't play this footage without the superhero that came and saved him from such a demise.
And according to what I've been told, Saucy Santana said that if he wins the fight with DJ Akademiks, if Saucy Santana wins the fight with DJ Akademiks, he gonna clap his cheeks. I don't want to see no man getting his cheeks clapped. I don't want to see no violence. I think DJ Akademiks should go ahead and apologize for what he said to the city girls. And maybe Mr. Santana can apologize to DJ Akademiks for threatening to clap his cheeks. We need peace.
We need peace in people's cheeks, is what Dr. Umar was saying.
Shit would never not be funny, nigga.
Now, there's one more clip. I'm gonna do something, man. I don't know if that the guy that, you know, was abused by radio DJs in New Orleans is still in here. But it's something that I rarely do. Okay, I rarely do what I'm about to do right here, guys. But I'm about to give the benefits of the doubt to the fraudster. Okay, I found some footage. We spoke about how that he didn't talk about social issues, but that's kind of a lie. Okay, I found some footage where he does speak about social issues, and this may touch each and every one of y'all's heart in a special way. Let's check it out.
Get arrested by like a SWAT team at the border, you know, for trying to cross over. I've seen things that didn't make me happy. They were character building, and that's why I think people in the hood can still connect with what I'm saying, even though I'm not saying, yeah, and I got crack in my pocket, because that wasn't my struggle. And that's get arrested by.
He was talking about how, you know, his pops was in Canada illegally and got tackled. And he saw that brutality, and it didn't make him happy, Brisk. That's why folks who grew up in the hood with no access to resources or anything like that relate to him, because they can relate to a rich half Jewish TV star child seeing his pops asked to politely step his foot right back over the border by, and do we count as doxing? I hope the police don't come and get me, because you're not really supposed to show, you know, officers who commit these atrocities, but I'm gonna go in and put him out here. This is for you, Drake. I want your pops to have his just due, and we can put who this person was on blast. This is who tackled Drake's pops and then politely asked him, could you please go back across the border? Your visa is slightly expired, sir. And you know,
I need to know there was my ass. See, they'll whoop your ass up there in Canada. I'm still, the fact that he said that they relate, because I'm like those guys, except I don't have crack in my pocket. Some shit like that about some crack niggas in the hood got crack in their pocket. What the?
That kind of sounds like a stereotype that he believes to me. He just think all niggas is walking around with crack in their pockets. Drake, look, anybody who's really out there, they put that shit in their socks or they have a stash spot. Nobody's just walking around so they can get popped with goddamn some shit they can put them in for a minimum of 10 years in their pockets, you dumb. The fuck was you watching? They might have had it in their hand from the stash spot and did the hand shit, but don't nobody reaching in their pocket just pulling out crack cocaine. I'm glad you pointed it out, Briss. That's why don't nobody like you. Briss, with what we just watched, man, on some real shit, man, like, what does this change your view of DJ's Akademiks on any level? Do you think it was the money? Do you think it was the clout? What do you think could be how he went from that? I'm talking about having a from the neck down healthy body to having a nappy ass state property Benny Siegel beard.
I feel like that nigga pulled a Kevin Samuels and shit. Like, you know what? I'm gonna just go out here and I'm gonna just be divisive as possible on this shit and just say the most some outrageous shit to draw up the energy. Yeah. Because this nigga cannot have been talking like this in the past and now is where he is now. Yeah. Like everything he talked about, I mean, because everything he talked about like them niggas, you would never go to Drake house, nigga. That nigga Drake his peoples will whoop your ass if you try to get close to that nigga. Everything he said about Drake stands, this nigga literally is acting like one. Well, he is one. Yeah. All the time. Yeah. So I'm for real. When I hit you up earlier trying to find out what we was gonna be talking about, I definitely did not know. I was not expecting this at all.
I watched a smidge of it in the private live earlier in the members only Struggle Crew live. Make sure y'all go on the Struggle Crew for the 290 nizzle. Struggle Crew OG Teresa Kimbrough had, you know, told us to watch it last week, which I'm glad we didn't, because we would have been on for an extra 4 hours and shit. by the time we saw that chat. But that's great. And really look at this dude's face here, dog. He got bags under his eyes and shit. Back here, man, he was brought out and bushy-tailed and shit, man. This ain't nothing but like 3 years before that and shit. That ain't no miraculous amount of time and shit. And this stressed out, man, just from that, dude. This is on some real shit. All jokes aside, man, that's what happens when you spew shit that you know is bullshit. Because now we know the shit you saying, you know, in your core is bullshit. All the shit you be saying about everything be some bullshit. And that is poisoned your system and shit. And now this is what you got. But you got the clout though, right? I guess it's worth it, huh? We talking about you, so hey, he the type of person to be like, hey, I'm y'all talking about me. I'm the person. I bet you I got the most views on your channel. Hey, you got it. You got it and shit.
I remember
got
Terrence Howard was doing an interview and he was talking about how folks that get in the industry and shit, they have to do horrific things, be entering them and all type of shit. Then they get substance abuse.
Yeah,
they be having all this wild shit to cover up all the pain that they in. Is acting pain and using it with the Hennessy to cover up what it took for him to get to where he at now. Because like it's such a stark difference. I really want to know explanation.
Yeah, man. The only thing I push back on you is I think Terrence Howard was talking about people who don't want to spread their ass cheeks open. I'm pretty sure it seemed like, you know, that was his number one agenda. It was like, dude, I can't wait till Drake clap these cheeks. Oh my gosh. And you know what I just realized? I ain't even know it, dog. Tell me the difference. It just hit me right now, dog. And I ain't gonna lie, man, I'm kind of disgusted now that I'm thinking about it, man. We gonna play a game of one of these things is not like the other. Tell me the difference between this picture right here, this person right here, Briss, and then this person right here. Can you tell me the difference, dog?
Is beige.
One is beige and one is American black. Akademiks is a colorist. He didn't want his ass cheeks clapped by somebody with the same shade as him because he hate his own skin color, is what we just discovered, Briss. Because he ain't have no problem. We've been watching him suck Drake for 2 years straight now. But when Saucy Santana offered to drop off some in his drawers, it was a problem when he did it. Start crying in every goddamn. He start crying in every goddamn. Colorist ass. Hey, Akademiks, dog. Get that hate out your heart. Get your hate and go talk to a therapist, man. Ain't nothing wrong with being brown. Nothing wrong with being brown, dog. Nothing wrong. Nobody care about. Look, it's 2025. You ain't gotta hide no more. We don't give a that you like taking loads of nut to the face. We don't care. But be equal opportunity. All right. Call Saucy Santana and be like, you know what? I apologize for turning down what I really be wanting from Twinkie colored motherfuckers and shit, cause you ding dong colored. Cause guess what? Akademiks? Whether it's a Twinkie or a ding dong, you go get the white that's inside in your mouth. Either way it goes, all right? Let's see what the chat is talking about.